badsecretmedia.com.
We should. I hate Bad Secret Media.
Hey there, gamers. Welcome to the Secret Levels podcast. On this week's episode, we will be sending things to Earth.
I'm player one, Cousin Toby.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos. The North Star is finally back. I'll never be lost again.
I am player two, Cousin Goobs.
Wow, we all got rolled into the Katamari and now we're on a lunar family vacation. The stars sure are pretty. Ha 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 ha.
And we do a weekly retro video game review show where we talk about some of the best and some of the worst video games known to man.
Yes, we're also part of the Somebody's Network. Check out all those great shows and all those great peoples. Speaking of great peoples, we have a great person with us today. Introduce yourself.
Here comes a new challenger.
I'm player three, Cousin Jenny.
Hello, Jenny!
Yay,
The
hi.
most frequent guest on Secret Levels, and she will not have it any other way.
You got it.
She's got a record and she needs to keep it because
Exactly.
not only is she holding the number one guest spot, she's also holding the number one fan spot.
You got it.
And she's also holding on to my heart.
And that's about it.
Woo! I was sweating. I was like, is he about to get slapped?
She's gonna roll my balls later.
Nice joke.
Let's go ahead and warn the listeners. I feel like there might be some more ball jokes, not as bad as Super Buster Bros.
There's gonna be some balls and cousins jokes.
yeah, because this week we're talking about Katamari Damacy.
How do you circumcise a prince? Kick his cousin in the mouth.
Oh, that's gross. That's really
See, I took a
gross.
redneck joke and
Yeah,
spun it.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm
Yeah.
great.
I got you.
Everyone, go rate this show 5 stars for that comment alone.
Oh, Goobs, you're inappropriate sometimes.
And people love it.
Well, do you want me to give you some details on this game so we can roll into it?
Oh, let's hop into some hot, fresh 21 deets. That's what the kids say.
So this game, it was originally released in Japan on March 18th, 2004, and then it was later released in North America on September 21st, 2004. It was developed and published by Namco. It was originally released on the PlayStation 2. But on December 7th, 2018, a re-released version was made available on the Nintendo Switch only.
Would you call it a re-roll?
It is a Katamari Damacy re-roll. That's right.
Thank the gaming gods for that decision.
Yeah, and it is almost 100% the exact same game, but the only thing that they added was a wider view. So you can actually, I watched a video where someone had laid the original PS2 footage on top of the Switch footage, and it fit perfectly, but you could just see more. See more. It's really, really cool. So
that's awesome.
And they fixed the textures a little bit, so they made it look a little nicer, but it's the exact same game. It's beautiful.
See, that game's a little bit harder to find now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen
The
it in a
Switch
while.
version, yeah.
Like, I got my version in December, but I have not seen it since.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order it, and I had some trouble hunting it down originally, so I don't know what the deal is with that. So if you're a fan of this game, you might want to go ahead and get it. But if you're not a fan yet, I hope we make you a fan today. Because
No, you can also download it. I'm sure it's on the Switch shop.
Hey! We don't,
Digital,
don't
man.
No, don't promote that digital.
Oh, fuck, if you can't get it,
No, but
never
like, I
mind.
mean,
We're not going to
seriously.
start on this topic.
Yeah, it's called Amazon or eBay. Like, I'm sure you can find the game. They probably just didn't send a lot to stores because they didn't know how it
It's
would
about
sell.
the thrill of the hunt.
It's always been like a niche game, right? So,
Yeah, oh, it really is.
yeah, you either love it or you hate it.
This is a 1 or 2 player game, mostly 1 player if you're doing the story mode. It's a third person. Okay, this is where we're going to get kind of. I need you to tell me what you think when I describe it, because this is how I saw it described. It's a third person puzzle action collecting game. Is that a fair description of the game?
Yeah, it's totally a fair description of the game. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You're behind your cousin, and you're pushing balls, or a ball, and you just go around and you start off small. You just start off with like
Anything that's small. than
eraser.
you. Yeah, paperclip, you know.
Then you grab it and get bigger and bigger. From the eraser, you grab a bunch of those. Then you can grab mice. From that, you can grab little cream puffs. And then you can grab frogs. And then you can grab you go up to grabbing cars and fucking giant octopuses and sumo wrestlers having sex. Yes, I did see that.
Well, we'll get more into that in a second. You want me to tell you the story real quick?
Let's jump right into the cosmos. It's story time with Toby.
A great being larger than a planet named King of Cosmos decided to have a good time. Well, he may have had too good of a time. Dude got shit-faced.
One hell of a party. I was there.
In this wild rampage of a party, he accidentally destroyed all of the stars and the constellations, but worse, he destroyed the moon. So, there's a B story going on in this game of 2 small children getting ready to watch their father.
Fucking Blockhead 1 and Blockhead 2.
Oh my god, it's the best ever.
They're going to watch their father launch from a space shuttle to visit the moon, but it's delayed due to the moon disappearing. So that's kind of the B story in this. The king tells his son, who we know as the prince, to use a Katamari to fix the stars and the moon. The Katamari is a ball that magically makes things that are smaller than it stick to it. So basically, you roll it, and they stick to it, and it gets bigger and bigger.
I think of it as a magnet for everything
Yeah.
that is smaller than it.
And the king is going to use these Katamari balls that you've collected to replace the stars.
Holy fuck, I just dawned upon something. He's evil as fuck. Because you can get people and stuff, and he just, kills them, puts them up in the sky.
It's even worse when it's Stardust, because he's just, obliterated.
Yeah, he just says, fuck you. Explodes everything up.
Yeah.
He's a spiteful,
Twisted son of a bitch. I tell
spiteful
you.
king of the cosmos. But yeah, you collect a whole bunch of kids and people and animals and stuff, and they're all stuck in this giant ball. You can see them flailing around as you move, which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, this spiteful king's just like, yeah, nope, you're a fucking star. You're Cancer now in the sky.
Well, this game should take you around 6 to 7 hours to beat. If this is your first time, I'm sure it's going to take that long. But speedrun.com has a speedrun by the user named Grass.
Nice. That's what you have to be on if you want to play this game properly.
Yeah.
Well, he beat this game in 28 minutes and 57 seconds.
The fuck?
I don't even know how that's possible,
The
because
moon
some of
takes
the levels
25
are
fucking
28
minutes.
minutes long, yeah.
Well,
Maybe you can
actually
end it when
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
hit
you
the thing.
can. Yeah, you can leave the levels early, so that's pretty impressive.
Okay, that's amazing. I need to watch that.
Yeah,
That blows
so
my mind.
for some reason, it looks like everyone that does speedruns on this game, that does the PS2 version, they play the English version. So I saw only one that was not the English version on the charts. So I don't know if it's got less dialogue or I don't know.
Maybe
That's
there's
the one
like
that-
glitches in it or something. I have to watch that because
Yeah, that's
that's
interesting.
they gotta just be. I've watched one before, but they've got to just fucking just plow through it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I bet they have. I don't know. I didn't watch it this time, but I bet it's really ridiculous and impressive all in the same time.
Just like my cousin. Miso. He has a soup bowl for a head.
He is pretty cute.
He's one of the cousins in the game.
I like the disco one with the TV head.
Yeah, come on. You don't know the fucking cousins, bro?
I can't remember.
I don't know all their names.
I don't know that one. I just know Miso because he has soup bowl.
You know Miso. That's it. You don't know the cousins either, bro. You only know a cousin.
Yeah, don't try to call me out when you don't know.
Yo, listen, cousin. Listen, cuz.
Don't call me cuz, buddy.
I'm not your cuz guy. Just let me roll your balls.
Y'all want to talk about some of the gameplay now?
Yes, I do.
Sure. That sounds like fun.
It does. Let's roll on in.
So at the very beginning of the game, it gives you a tutorial to play through so you can learn all the buttons.
Super helpful.
And it's super helpful. The game is mostly played with the joysticks on the PS2 remote. Obviously, if you're playing on the Switch, you're playing with the joysticks on that as well. So it's really simple commands. So if you press forward on both of the joysticks, you'll move forward. If you press back, you'll move backwards. If you press left or right on both joysticks in the same direction, you'll go that direction. If you push up and down on one of the joysticks, it'll make you...
Yeah, up on the left, down on the right. It'll make you turn around.
Yeah, if you do it the other way, you just turn the other way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very handy.
Yes. Click them down, you jump over.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really simplified, I think, for this game. If you alternate the left and right joystick up and down, it'll make the Katamari spin and speed up. It's kind of like Sonic's Speed Dash.
Yeah, if you toggle back and forth really fast,
Yeah.
you wind up and you just fly. But then
It's
that
like
could
a
be
boost.
dangerous too, because you hit something big and you lose half your shit.
Yeah, because that's the one, thing of this game that makes it, gives it a challenge factor, is that if you keep running into things, you lose stuff, so your ball gets smaller, so I don't know.
Right.
I think it's cool that they
Faster you go, the
made some
smaller
way
your
to
balls
make
get.
it a little, a bit more of a challenge, right?
Well, doing this little speed attack, it can be helpful to get you across certain maps quicker, so you can get to the other side and get the items. Or it can help you get unstuck. I use it all the time when I get stuck, because you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah,
it just happens.
That happens a lot.
Oh, you get stuck in a lot of places. You get stuck in tunnels between fucking two buildings.
Or something running into you, pushing you into a wall.
Yeah,
like
a
a
stupid
car
cat.
or something, or a cat. Yeah,
Popping out of a doghouse.
Stupid dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, and stupid dogs too.
Nothing worse than getting your balls stuck.
Yeah, and a cat licking them.
Ew.
True story.
Gross.
I don't want to know that story.
Neither do I.
But yeah, the controls are great for what they are. That's what makes this game beautiful, because, see what I did there?
Beautiful Katamari.
That's the sequel. No, is it I Heart Cat? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of the fucking games.
There's a bunch of Katamari games.
But, no, Beautiful Katamari is a 361. I Heart Katamari is a sequel.
We Heart Katamari.
Well, I Heart is specifically myself.
Pretty sure.
Speaking for myself.
Yes.
Not you.
True. Sorry.
Not everyone.
You shush, woman.
Sorry.
And the controls are just so simple, and the game's so addicting. It's just a perfect combination. You don't need to have 1,000 different layouts of the buttons, but they're nice when you're playing a fighting game or a high strategy game. But for this, just simple, relax, sit down with a friend or two, and just fucking pass your balls around.
And it's seriously.
I mean, the controllers.
All it needs. It doesn't need any more controls to it. It works pretty good. And
well, there's a couple of more button commands that you can do. If you press down on L3 and R3, it'll make you zip to the other side of the Katamari.
Yeah,
so
Jenny
it'll
mentioned
make you on the
that
other
you can flip around to the other side.
Yeah, which is funny because a lot of people still don't know that there's an L3 and R3 button. Have you noticed that?
That's weird to me if people don't know that. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, so you press down the
press them in,
joysticks.
Click
so
them down.
if you don't know that, that's where they are.
Yep,
so
learning curve.
I think everyone should know that.
I would think so. If you played a flippin'
Modern
shooter,
system.
you should know that you have to press down to
That's
run.
how you stab.
Or run.
I know, but I don't think people understand that that's called L3 or R3
Oh,
because
maybe, yeah.
anytime I've ever said, "Hey, press R3 and you'll duck or you'll run or whatever," and they're like, "What button?" I'm like, "The joystick. Press down the joystick."
Look it on the back of the controller.
Yeah, what button?
It's like when someone's like, "Oh, hit any key on the computer." Well, where the fuck is that?
I know too for the controls. I don't remember what button it is, but you can go bird's eye view of the map.
So That's R1, and it'll make your prince or whichever character you have go up to the sky to where you can kind of get a lay of the land. And then there's also the L1, which will give you the first-person view on the ground.
Which will make you vomit very fast if you have motion sickness.
Jenny hates first
Let
person.
me tell you.
And then you can also press select to toggle the vibration. So if you're not a fan of the vibration on the controller, you can simply just hit select and turn that shit off.
Well, how else are you supposed to finish?
Gross.
It's going to get raunchy, guys.
I'm giving the people what they want, Jen.
Okay. Let them have it, but I don't want it. I'm the people. You should listen to your number one fan here.
Well,
you know?
fine. Next time, I'll leave the Switch controls out of the bedroom.
They're never in the bedroom anyways. What are you
That's
talking
what you don't
about?
know.
Well, then whatever.
Ooh,
Anyways,
this is
moving on
okay.
to bigger balls and better things.
Stop looking at Toby like that.
Shit happens.
Moving on. So you start out the game after the tutorial on your home planet. This area has several options that you can go through by walking around. You have the data house where you can save the game progress. There's a collection. It's basically a tree, and you can see all the items that you've rolled up, which I love that. That's one of my favorite things about this game is just collecting everything and then going through and seeing if you've got everything.
Yeah, there's so many like little things that you can grab, or big things.
Yeah.
It's just some very unique items that you will see.
Yeah. Then there's the constellations, so you can kind of see which constellations that you've saved, I guess, the ones that you've remade. It's a little star. There's a present box, and you'll find all these present boxes throughout the levels. And when you go to this, you can actually dress up your cousin.
Oh, it's
and
the best.
you can make him
You
wear
sure
a
look
scarf.
pretty tonight, Darlene.
And then there's a sound option and a vibration option on this screen as well. So you can turn down the music or whatever, but I don't know why you would do that.
I have no
we'll get
idea
to that later.
either.
But
So-
the presents, though, they're scattered throughout the levels. You can go and find them. They're little boxes that are hidden, and sometimes they're very, very difficult to find.
Yeah, like honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of times when I find them, it's by fluke. Like I never actually.
That will
see
happen.
it.
Sometimes
Like,
you will see it, and you got to get so big and then grab it. But then you hit an obstacle, and you see your
off
box
it
go.
goes. Yep.
There goes your
Then
present.
you have to go chase it down again.
And you only have so much time to collect something that's fallen off your ball.
Yeah.
And then it's
It goes
gone
away,
forever into the hyperspace.
Into the abyss.
Well, back to the main screen, you'll hit either R1 or L1, and there's two other planet options that you can go to. One is for picking the cousin that you want to be, so you can be Prince or one of the other ones that you guys were talking about earlier. I always just play as the Prince. I like the
See,
Prince.
I
He's
want
a
to
cool
do that
character.
because you're talking about the mushroom place, right?
Yeah.
With all the cousins
Yeah.
on it. I think that's only for 2-player.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
I went there and tried to pick my cousin.
Wouldn't let you.
I know in the sequel, like We Heart Katamari, or We Love Katamari, you can, like, you unlock your cousins, you find them in the levels.
Yes.
And then you can be whatever
Be them.
cousin you want to
Yeah.
be that you find.
Maybe-
This
maybe
one just
that's what I'm
has the
thinking about.
cousins,
I think it's just 2-player, yeah.
so you can play as
Okay.
2-player. So you're
Okay,
just
see-
strictly the Prince in this game.
See, I don't ever play as anyone but the Prince, so that's why I just assumed this was like the other ones. Okay, well, I'm wrong. But
I'm
then
usually wrong all the time, so you can go back and listen to any episode and figure that out.
So then you go to the next Earth planet thing, and this is actually where the game maps are. So you'll start out with Star 1, and you'll click that. It's got a little green pin on it with a little ball that lets you know that you haven't completed that level yet, and that'll be the first level that you start. And there's other levels that you can play through to actually build the constellations again, because those all got destroyed as well.
Everything.
The cosmos.
Yeah. So there's 8 stars that you have to make, and then there's the final level being the moon. And
That's
the
a
first
fucking
level,
riot. I love that.
Yeah, it is fun.
the moon is great. So the first level, you have a time limit of 3 minutes, and you have to get to a certain size. You have to get the Katamari to a certain size by rolling up items and getting it bigger and bigger. before the time
You
runs
can
out.
go bigger, though, which is a great thing, because you feel the momentum, you start going, you're grabbing a whole bunch of crazy things now, you're like, yes, finally, because it takes a while to get your ball that big.
It does.
In order to, like, start feeling powerful.
Yeah.
And start sucking everything up, because that's the best feeling ever when you're playing this game.
Yeah.
But you have to start off small. You gotta be a small ball before you can grab them all.
Well, each level, it seems like it progresses in time. You get a little more time. You get 5 minutes and 10 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But by the time you get to the moon level, you have 25 minutes to roll up everything from a really small ball. And each level, you're starting your Katamari out as a different size. So it's not like you're starting at the smallest
Yeah, you're
level.
not being very tiny at all the times.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like the first level, you're so small that you're rolling up thumbtacks and
you're in a
erasers, like
kitchen.
you're saying. Yeah, and you're just barely. You don't get very big in that level.
No, I think it's like
But-
2 meters or something.
Yes.
But then when you play like the moon level, you're rolling up cities, entire islands. You know,
because you're up
because
to
you get so
300
big.
meters. Yeah, I think you start.
Yeah,
at,
300
what,
meters,
10
but you-
meters. I think you start.
I think
at.
I got up to 6 when I was playing.
Yeah,
'cause
oh,
I
you
was
can
just-
get past there. Yeah, because once you're at 300 meters, you pick up anything you roll over, like you said, islands, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
it's no worries.
Once you're big enough to pick up the trees, I think that's when you really start rolling with the momentum.
Yeah, the big circle trees,
yeah, the
right?
fat ones.
Yes. Yeah, because
Or the mushrooms too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That get you started onto the trees. First you do the mushrooms, then you're onto the trees, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Well, the prince isn't here right now, bro. I'm with the king of cosmos. This is how the whole fucking thing started.
Guaranteed a fucking acid trip.
So there's also the 9 constellations that you have to make, and each one of these has a very specific like item that you're supposed to be picking up. There's one where you're picking up just crabs. It wants you to pick up as many crabs as you can
You and your cousin get crabs.
on your balls. And then there's one where this one I liked because I kind of forgot that there was a joke with it, but you're trying to get all these geese. And
I hated
As
that
you're-
one,
yeah, I
man.
bet you did.
you hate.
If people
geese,
don't know, I have a fear of birds.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it is, like the avian fear,
because they're jerks.
but like, yeah, no, I hate them. People who know me well know I hate birds, and now everyone knows again. Time to go back to my therapist.
In this level, you're rolling around, and a lot of them are eggs.
Yeah,
So
they
some of
burst out, and it scares me.
Yeah, it's freaking weird.
Why do I just see goobs rolling around going, ah, ah, ah? But it's cool because some are geese, so you get the point for it, but then some are ducks. And as I was rolling through, I was like, oh, duck. Oh, there's a goose. And then I was like, oh, I get it now. Duck, goose. Like I said it to myself.
Put that together. That's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
It's really funny because I really was thinking that. I was like, God dang it, another duck. Freaking duck. Goose. Oh, the joke. I get it.
They love their humor in this game.
Oh, man. This game, you have to come into this game with an open mind of you're about to play something wacky.
Or again, be fucking high.
Yeah.
Yes. If you come into this thinking you're playing a serious game, you are.
If it's legal in your state or country.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's nothing serious about this game. Like,
I like to see like a fully 3D rendered version of this game. Like, you know how graphics are nowadays? Like fucking everything, like Grand Theft Auto, but Katamari.
it'd be weird.
You know, I think it would be really bizarre. I think that's part of the charm of this is how cartoonish and colorful and weird it is.
I
think
want
if you-
blood and guts.
Of course
You're
you
like,
do.
I want the Red Dead Redemption of
I just want a
Katamari.
meatball.
Katamari Redemption.
There's also a 2-player mode in this game where you can go head to head, and I think you're building the bigger Katamari. I don't remember playing the 2-player mode.
We
So-
used to back in the
Yeah,
days.
I think
You're
it's
pretty much
whoever
competing
can,
against each other.
build the biggest Katamari. But you can run into each other and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you can
knock
smack
things
their
off.
stuff off
Yeah.
and grab them.
But yeah,
Like,
we
that
didn't
really-
this time around.
See, we didn't
try
because
it.
we wanted to be friends,
Yeah,
not cousins.
You didn't want to have a Katamari divorce.
Nah, nah.
Katamari divorce. Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, I like all the graphics, like you were saying in this. Tell me what the weirdest item you found was.
The sumo wrestler have the other sumo wrestler around his waist.
They were spinning around in the
They
water.
looked like they were doing... No, they were on top of something.
Oh, that's true.
You had to knock down a whole bunch of barrels and they fell down.
That's true.
This is like, what are you guys doing up
Acrobatic
there?
sumo wrestlers.
Doing sumo stuff. What are you doing? So I came across one and I only caught a glimpse of it for just a second, because once you're rolling this Katamari and you're big,
you see me rolling.
My Katamari. Sorry.
It's really hard to tell like what you're grabbing all the time, because stuff like it flashes up in the bottom corner of what you just grabbed. And one was it said something American Man or something like that, and it was just this big fat blob.
Yes.
And I was like, you fuckers. But they poke fun out of a lot of things in this game, so it's not like they are singling. Yeah. It's
you got a funny thing?
I don't know. That's extra funny. I'm not sure.
You're never sure about anything.
Because I got a bad memory, man. There's a lot of funny shit. I don't know. It's not funny, but I like the umbrellas because they make me laugh. Because when you roll them up, they're like, boop! And then I laugh every time, so I guess it's funny. So maybe that.
Yeah, the umbrellas.
They make me laugh.
And for some reason, I always feel like the umbrellas make you bigger, too.
Yes.
So, so it's kind of like getting one of the trees, which, like I said, when you get the trees, you can pick up a lot more stuff.
Going back to the constellations, there's some levels there, like you have to collect the bear.
Yeah, the bear.
Or cow.
Hey, on the bear one, because in the bear one, all you have to do is you have to touch the biggest bear that you can find, which now that I say that out loud, sounds funny.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, are you a bear? I'm a bear.
I'm a cub.
But did y'all do the thing where you just roll to that first little bitty bear and then you touch it and you're like, oh, wait, I thought I was collecting a bunch of bears. Yeah,
you can do that. That's the same thing with the cow level.
Yeah.
I tried to steer left and jump off a pier, and I hit a carton of milk and had a cow on it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
No.
But yeah, you can gather other items on the level in order to get bigger and try to get the biggest one.
Right, and that's the bigger, the better score you get. The more, like in the goose level, the more geese that you actually pick up, the better score you get. Now, we got to talk about the King of Cosmos making fun of you.
He's a dick.
He's not a very nice father. Yeah, he's pretty rude.
Even when you do good, he takes the credit for it. Like, we did this together.
Yeah, I am amazing.
It's like, dick.
Yeah, he does take credit for everything, but I love when he gives you the time limit at the beginning of each stage. He's like, you have 4 minutes to do this. It shouldn't take what's he say? He says something about you can't make a king wait for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all the time. He basically is like, that's all the time I'm giving you. So he's really funny throughout this whole thing, and how he takes credit and how he just puts you down the whole time. He just has a lot of really funny lines that he says.
He just says random shit.
I always love how it's like he always picks some country. Like, have you ever been to Russia? We were in Russia today, and then it's like blah 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 blah. Before the level starts, it's always a different country. One's like Poland is another one that they use.
There's one level where he keeps talking while you're trying to play, and it's so annoying. And then there's one. So they have a bunch of bananas in a row, and as you're if you just
no.
But of course you don't ever fucking hit all of them the first time, so it's like it
you
keeps. No, you didn't either. I watched you.
You weren't here.
Ooh. I was here. I watched you. We played it together.
No, that was on the moon level.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, he'll pop up every once in a while and say stuff, and kind of his head is just directly center of the screen. Yeah, so you can't see anything. Now in the top left corner. It actually shows you what your goal is that you need to, what size the Katamari needs to get to, and then it also has a number indicator to let you know how much items you've collected and how big your Katamari is now. So it's a really simple game. If you just rolled around and you don't know numbers and you're just like, okay, I have to get to this line. I have to, collect enough stuff to get to this line. You could still play this game.
If you cannot read numbers.
Yeah, don't worry.
They've made it super simple for you.
I like how they also tell you what percent of your ball is. Like it's 95% in landscape.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah,
like first, second, and third.
at the end of the level when the King of Cosmos is judging your
Or scolding you.
Yeah, one or the other.
yeah, he tells you the percentage of everything. But if you don't make the correct size Katamari, that's what y'all were talking about earlier about the Stardust.
Yes.
Yep.
He'll blow your shit up.
Yeah, he just pretty much tells you that you're trash.
Yeah.
And that your
And the whole
Katamari is
thing,
trash.
like, he looks big and imposing, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
down like
and the music is, like, intense.
you're like sulking in the rain of his like fear.
Yeah, so then he's like, well, I guess we'll make this Stardust, and he, shoots.
At least it's not like the later games in the series.
the second
where he
one, he like
shoots fucking
yeah,
lasers at
and
you, and you have to
run.
dodge them.
As he's berating you for your terrible performance. Like, it's awful.
Yeah,
When art imitates life.
Yes, that's true.
So you can't talk about this game and how silly and fun it is without the music.
It's the best.
And that was the music.
It makes me so happy.
It's the best.
Come on now.
It all makes me so flippin' happy.
This entire soundtrack is super easy listening. Like, this is something that you could put on while you're cleaning or doing dishes or something and just have it going, and it would almost make it like better to do dishes and chores and stuff.
It would if you had a ball to go and pick everything up with.
Oh my gosh, that would be the life. Time to clean your room.
Fuck a Roomba. I don't want a Katamari.
Yeah, I want my own Katamari.
The music's, I mean, if you talk to anyone that's ever played these games, they're gonna
The music
sing
is memorable.
Yes.
Yeah, they're singing the
Katamari Damacy.
that's my favorite part. I love that part. I remember the first time listening to this, I was like, what in the hell are we playing and what am I listening to?
It makes me so happy. Just brings a smile to my face.
Every song that you hear in this game is like reminiscing you back to a time when simpler gaming was good.
Yes, very true.
Good old PS2 era. I think this is our first PS2 game we've covered.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it isn't. But anyways, we're enjoying it.
A lot of the music's really kind of got a lounge music kind of sound to it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely does. You can you're in like an airplane parlor or airplane parlor.
Reminds me of elevator music.
Yeah, or an elevator.
Music. Yeah, lounge music.
Airplane lounge, not a parlor.
Although I
Around
wish
the
that I
50s.
would hear Katamari music in an elevator. That would make life so much better.
Man, we need to open a Secret Levels hotel and then have that in the elevator. You just go in, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, but would
ding,
you, okay,
ding.
I will not lie when I say yesterday we were playing and you went outside. I think I went to the bathroom or something, and the music, just the opening title music, so it's just that na on repeat, okay? That drove me fucking mental within like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, Katamari, I love you, but enough of this is enough.
I get it. I was so happy for the first 4 minutes. Now
Only
5
because
minutes.
that part's on repeat. Like playing the game, though, you could listen to the game the whole way through, but just
Right.
that title
The
screen on
songs
repeat.
do
don't do
repeat
that.
on like when you're doing like something like the moon.
Yeah.
But
But it gives you
Yeah,
some
I mean-
quiet time before it starts playing again, so that's
you
nice
kind of
too.
drone it out when you hear like, all the great sound effects in this game as well.
Well, that's the thing,
Oh,
especially when you're
man.
picking up cars and stuff. It's just like honking
People-
horns and screaming people. Yeah. Cats meowing, you know.
Meow, ding dong.
I'm a cat lover, but I always have to go after the cats just because the meow.
Yep.
Just love the pussy.
And I just
Nope.
love the way, like, the animals and the people, when they're hanging off, their arms and legs are, like, kicking, you know? It's just the funniest shit, man.
Oh man.
This game is super, super fun. We first, we both got stories here about how we first discovered this game.
Yeah, I'm real curious because this is one of those games to where it's so weird that this isn't gonna like be eye catching like a Super Mario Brothers or something like that because it's just a weird game.
I
And
beg to
I'm real-
differ.
I was gonna say, when I saw the cover, I knew
So,
right away that was a Jenny game.
We lived across the street from a mom and pop video game
Yeah.
store when we lived up in Waterloo. And so we would get incredibly high, go across the street, and rent a video game. This is in our early 20s.
Yep.
When this game first came out. So we went we wander over there and we look at the video games. We're like, what do they have this week? We saw this game with a cover of a ball with all this shit stuck on it.
And a rainbow.
And then Japanese writing with Katamari Damacy on it.
And if anybody knows me, the way to my heart is colorful things and Japanese writing. I'm just like, oh!
And a big ball with everything on it.
Yeah.
So we looked at the back of the game, we're like, yeah, fuck it, it's here. Like, they're like, oh, we just got this in. Like, you guys are the first people that rented. Like, let's take it. We rented that game 3 weeks in a row because you get a 7 day rental at this place for like $5.
And so we just go back and be like, can we rent it again?
Yeah, we just take it back. They knew us well there. It's like, oh, you guys want that again? Yep. So we go back and fucking hit another bong load and fucking...
we played so much of that game.
And just roll around, have a good time, man. Because that game was...
It was something so different. Yeah, at the time.
When you're playing games, it's like... it was like Halo and
Resident
Tony
Evil
Hawk
4, stuff like that. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It is fucking great. But, I mean, it's just such a contrast from games that we were playing at that time.
Yes.
Like, from a game like Resident Evil or Halo to go to something like that.
It was like the Mario Party fun, you know? You just sit with your buddies, pass it around, have a good time.
And it's great because you can play that game, like, you can play it for 3 weeks straight. And you don't get sick of it. Even though it's the same thing, it doesn't matter.
Right. Well, my introduction to this game was I was with my buddies who went to a little recording studio, which was in someone's house, and we ended up spending the entire weekend out there while they were recording their album. And I was filming everything. That's the only reason I was there. I was filming the progress of everything. And this guy had a Sega and a PlayStation 2 and TVs for anyone that wasn't like,
no Amiga?
No Amiga. But they were sitting in there playing games and stuff. And all we did all weekend was play Ultimate Mortal Kombat on Sega and Ghosts and Goblins on a Capcom collection on the PS2. And then this guy, the guy that was recording it was like, hey, do y'all want to play this like really weird game? And we were like, yeah, sure. Because we'd been there for like 2 days already. He threw in this Katamari game, and we're all like, this is stupid. Hand me the controller. I'm going to try.
Let me try.
And after that, when we ended up going home, I immediately went out to the game store and bought a copy because I had to play it. And that's all we played for probably like 4 weeks straight. And, you know, when you're taking turns with your friends, it's all fun and games until someone picks the fucking moon level. And then you're like, dude, you're not playing for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Play one of the other levels.
I know we used to always, because we would usually just take turns between the two of us playing. And then it's like, oh, you got to play for 20 minutes. Well, I don't 25 minutes. I only got to play for 20. Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to cause some controversy right now because Jenny's on the show. So we're playing the moon level. It's her go. She fucking fails it.
Yep, it happens. It happens, man. And that's the thing, too. You feel like a piece of shit when you spent 25 minutes. And he looks at me and he's like, you just wasted 25 fucking minutes of my life. And I'm like, yeah, well, fuck you, too. Then why'd you let me play? Because, I mean, I'm a stoner, so sometimes I have the problem of...
She looks around too much in this game. There's so much to look at.
Admit it. I have zero sense of direction in real life or in video games. I will go in the same little circle for 20 fucking minutes because I can't figure out how to get anywhere else.
She's just going around the same area,
yelling at me,
over and over again.
You let this place dry, Jenny. Keep moving on. I'm like, where else do I go?
It's the grinder in her from her RPG games.
Exactly. It is, for sure.
Can't blame her, but I will.
Of the like obsession of having to get everything.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
Hey, I do have this Katamari pillow that I want to show y'all. Have I shown you this before?
Yes, I've seen that beautiful pillow.
I actually found this at a Goodwill.
That's the best.
But it's really cool.
I better run out to it right now. Do they have more at Goodwill?
You might could check, but you know this is a real inopportune time for you to go.
Fuck it, I'm jumping in my car, man. I'm gone.
Really?
Well,
all right, he's gone.
If you rub it, though, it's a kind of a cool pillow. If you rub it,
wow!
I mean, it doesn't do anything. Oh, Jesus!
What is that?
Hello, Jenny Bean and my favorite Toby.
Oh, it's you again.
How you doing, Goobs Genie? It's been since last week since I saw you.
Hi.
Together, you guys are Toby Bean.
Toby Bean.
What color are you this week?
I am turquoise.
As long as you're not blue.
I will never be blue. Offset, maybe.
Now, I've got a question, Goobs Genie. Usually you give us cheats and stuff. Is there a cheat for Katamari?
Well, not really.
Oh, then what are you doing here?
But if you hate the person you're playing with, I got something just for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotta take notes on this.
Yeah, you should. He always just
I really
leaves.
After beating your friend in the space mushroom, want to see my space mushroom?
I'm
Goobs
good.
Genie, put it
I'm
away.
good.
God.
It's nice and fragrant.
I think so.
Press triangle while the King of Cosmos is talking to drop wash pans on your opponent's head.
I'm
Just
gonna
drop
try
dish
that.
pans on their head. Big pans, just knock them right out. That's hilarious, right?
That is pretty good.
That's great, Goobs Genie. Thanks.
There's not many cheats for this game. I did what I could. I'm ashamed. I'm out of here.
Bye, Goobs Genie. Thanks for something? I don't know.
Oh, better than nothing, I guess.
Fuck you.
Jeez. Yeah, that's...
What a rude bugger.
Dude, Goodwill does
you're
not
back.
support or have those pillows.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just the one. I got lucky. I'll post...
I mean, it was worth the check.
Yeah.
Goodwill's a chain. I thought they would have the same thing in every store.
I'll post a picture of it on our Instagram, though, for all the listeners to see and be jealous of. So I'm sorry. That you went and checked. How about some fun facts, though?
Yeah, it's just some fun facts with Toby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Oh, you get to play the best game in the nation, hon.
How much is this game? So, what we're going to do is American dollars.
Oh, okay.
We're going to discuss, you are going to guess how much this game is loose, which I don't know why you would buy a PlayStation 2 game or any disc game loose,
Yeah.
but if you were going to,
Just disc.
just the disc, how much would you pay for just the disc?
$10.
$10? Goobs has got 10. What do you got, Jenny?
I'd say 15, because I feel like this game's harder to find.
Okay, loose, this game goes for $7.
No,
Shit.
15
That's
Canadian.
closer.
By Goob's math, when
That'd
you
be
double
10
everything.
Canadian.
Oh, pretty much, man.
Okay, so we're talking complete in box. With the manual, how much do you think this game is worth?
Okay,
You
so
go
now
first,
I'll
so you
go
don't cheat.
15.
You're going to say
I'm
15?
going $22.50.
Ooh,
Ah.
that's precise.
Well,
I like that.
this actually goes for $12.
Oh,
Really?
that's close.
Yeah. So, if you're looking to buy this game or try it out, you could buy the PlayStation 2 version for $12, or you could buy the the Nintendo Switch one for I think it's $29 or so, $29.99.
Yeah, I think here
It
it
was
was
at
like
39.
39 here.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like $40.
So, I mean,
But it's like nice HD graphics and
Yeah,
shit.
it is.
it's
worth
nice HD graphics, plus you get more screen, which I think is so much better.
it. And plus, it's portable. And no offense, who plays their PS2 on the regular?
I do.
Do you still? Yeah. No, that's good because mine's hooked up, but we don't play it regularly.
Stop breaking kayfabe.
Why am I breaking nothing? I'm looking at it. I'm just saying I don't play it often. I play the
There's
Switch.
fucking 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Play the PS4.
So, some of the other fun facts on this game. In the credits, you get to roll a Katamari on Earth and pick up all the countries. It's got a little Earth while the credits are rolling, and you've got your prince, and he's rolling around, and you're just picking up countries, and it lists them on the side, so you can try to.
It's a lot of fun.
It's just a fun little bonus as you're ending the game.
You get to hear some more sweet music while you're
Yep.
doing it,
Yeah.
too.
So there are several different endings depending on how big you make the moon, apparently. And I don't know if it has to do with some of the other collecting the constellations and all that, but
It probably does.
there's a bunch of different endings. I watched a compilation of the different ones, but they're all really quick. They're only a 20-second ending. So depending on how you play it, you may get a different ending.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Interesting. More reason to play more Katamari.
So apparently the King of Cosmos' face was modeled after Freddie Mercury of Queen, and his
Makes sense.
his body was based off of some Japanese ballet dancer, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but that's what his body is shaped after.
Interesting.
So
He's very flamboyant,
yes, he is.
to say the least.
So this game came out in 2004, like we said at the beginning of the show, but they weren't able to get the patent for the mechanics of the game until 2009. And it's crazy, they had to explain how the Katamari works, and I don't know, there's some kind of patent for it though, but so no other game can make a Katamari style game because it is patented.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, no one tried in the 5 years it took to get patented.
Right.
Well, I'm sure there's some mobile games.
I'm sure there's
Probably.
a couple of games that are similar, but they don't have the same mechanics exactly.
Yeah.
I'd love a new one. Just give me more Katamari.
Me too. I'd love a brand new one.
Well,
The fact that they didn't put so much out of the games on Switch, maybe we're not getting one.
well,
Yeah.
so the original game designer for this game, he worked on this one and We Heart Katamari, but he was not involved in any of the other sequels. He didn't feel that he didn't like that they did sequels because he was trying to make a really different game, and when they started pumping out sequels and making it a big franchise, he felt like that was exactly what he was against,
Trying to avoid.
Well,
yeah.
dude, especially because I think it was the one for PS3, the beautiful Katamari.
Katamari Forever.
It was Katamari, yes. I think, no, might have been the one for 360. Well, either way, it could have been beautiful or Katamari Forever. All you had to do was buy levels.
Yes,
they give you so little levels, and you had to buy everything else. What the fuck,
That
man?
was a real piss off.
We got really upset about that.
I think that was the 360 one. I feel like beautiful Katamari.
Yeah, I see. The 360 one was the only one that I didn't really play. So, but I think Forever was Forever was the PS3 version, and that was more of a best of game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been beautiful then. You had to buy a whole bunch of levels, and
Yeah, it was just.
they had a whole bunch of DLC. I'm like, this is
I
not
think
what
it only
Katamari
had
is about.
4 levels to start or something. It was really not a lot.
Yeah, this game, they've got games throughout this franchise for the PSP. There's a PS Vita one called Touch My Katamari, which I've played almost all of them except the Xbox one because I heard of how bad it was.
Yeah.
So
I think it was even a mobile game.
there was.
there was a mobile.
I didn't get to play that one, so I guess I haven't played them all. So
I'd like them to make a. You know how they redid this one? They should have just made a compilation
yeah,
of 1, or even just put 1 and 2
right.
on together. But hey, I won't complain. I got Katamari. It looks good. I'm happy.
The development team had 3 main goals while they were making this game. It was supposed to be novelty, ease of understanding, and enjoyment. So it's all 3 of those things. I think they
did.
Which they nailed. Yeah.
The intro soundtrack that we were talking about how much we liked but drove you nuts after a handful of minutes.
On repeat. Yeah.
That was actually a joke track that they ended up liking and using in the game.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
And there was something about the composer, when he would write the music for this game, he would hum everything at the office and stuff, and that's how he would write music by humming it. And people made fun of him,
That's
so he
awesome.
had to start doing it in private.
Oh, poor
Let me
guy.
tell you, this music has been stuck in my head.
Yeah. But I don't come.
I go around
doesn't
work
make me
singing, and
complain.
people are like, what the fuck are you singing? Are you speaking English? I'm like, no, I'm not.
This is interesting as hell. And I might be getting it a little bit wrong, but the game was actually going to be completely different. It was going to be more of a kart racer kind of game.
Oh, really?
And
Where you go down tracks and collect shit as you
no,
go?
you were
That'd be cool, though.
Not a kart racer, maybe a kart demolition game. That's a better description. And from what I understood, it was going to be a kid who was driving this kart around, crashing into buildings and breaking stuff. But it was also going to have the prince with a steering wheel on the back of the kid's back, driving the kid.
Oh, weird.
It was supposed to be something really.
That's fucked
yeah,
up.
it's supposed to be really weird.
That's like something out of Black Mirror.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the entire game would have been you running over stuff and destroying it in this cart.
I kind of want to play that
Me
game.
too.
Be interesting as a bonus game.
No, I want to see a whole game.
Oh.
Let's kickstart that.
Namco wanted the game to be more complex, with more things to do, but eventually all that was ignored. Like, they wanted to have power-ups and stuff in this game, but the game designer wanted the simple, easy-to-play kind of game. So there could have been a lot more objectives and goals to do with power-ups and all kinds of bullshit.
It wouldn't happen any other way, man. This game's a masterpiece.
That they didn't do that. Like, it would have been neat to have, like, kind of like a scavenger hunt little thing, like, find these things, you know, but it's not necessary, honestly. It's, you know.
Right. It doesn't need it.
No, it doesn't.
This game is more of a art piece than it is a game, in my mind.
You're really about the art.
I love art.
You say art, and this is pretty neat. So the way that this game was developed was it was kind of, Namco didn't, from what I understand, Namco wasn't real thrilled about this idea of this crazy game. So they had a school called the Namco Digital Hollywood Game Laboratory, and the game developer basically was like, "Hey, how about these people that are in this class make the things for the game?" And that's their credit. Like, that's how they're going to pass, is making 3D models of these items and stuff. And basically, it was developed at this school, and that's how they got funding for it, is because they showed, like, the prototype of how everything worked, where these kids were just going to school.
Nice.
Fun.
So yeah.
But who's to say Pac-Man wasn't fucking a crazy idea back in the day? Yo, man, I got this half-circle guy with a mouth, and he's going to eat these dots, and there's ghosts chasing after him. Like, that's kind of crazy as well, if you think about it.
Yeah, it really is. Now, this would have made it really a different game. So the original buttons for the game would have had you pressing back and forth on the joysticks, like, to actually push the ball. So, like, your right joystick would be the right hand.
Oh, shit.
And your
I
left
don't know if I would have liked that.
Yeah, no, that would have been complicated.
So, like, you're dashing the whole time.
Yeah, you have to keep, like, push right, push left, push right, push left, push forward, right, you know. And,
I don't know,
like,
I still might have liked it.
I mean, it would have been, it would have worked, but I feel like this
Wow,
is a
if
much
it was
more
on the
relaxed way.
GameCube and you have the Donkey Kong controls for it.
Well, then that'd be cool.
The bongos.
You're just drumming, but if you have to turn left, you have to, like, hit the left.
Yeah.
That would be a fucking cool game.
It would be cool, but it's I don't know.
I feel like that would get tiring.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do a 25-minute moon level and you're drumming.
Hey, man, people run 5K.
Yeah, true that.
Hey, come on, let's be honest. Me and you aren't running a 5K at any time.
I can barely run 5 minutes, but
yeah,
I could probably drum for 25.
You're just good at beating it.
My hands are in shape, man. They get a lot of workout.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm playing video games.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? I'm playing video games, son!
So, the only items in the top layer are the ones that can fall off, and this is due to the memory issues with the PS2. So basically, when you roll over a bunch of stuff and then you get a new layer of stuff that you've rollen over, it absorbs the last layer into the Katamari. That's why it looks like a bigger version of the Katamari, and you can just see the handful of things that you just picked up. And that's how they got around their memory issues of, like, what you've actually picked up.
Makes sense.
So it just sucks it in. So, but that's all I got for fun facts.
Kirby.
So, that was supposed to be a Kirby sound.
Well, it's the time of the show where we fucking rage.
Oh, come on!
This is the part of the show where we give a 1 to 10 rating of how mad, how pissed off this game makes you.
Do you want to stick your foot in a piranha tank, or do you want to stick it in a thing of cotton? Bitey or soft? Up to you.
I go with bitey, just because I can't handle cotton.
That's why I said it.
Fucker. I knew it.
She's damned if she does and damned if she doesn't.
That's right.
Okay, so I don't really expect really high scores for this rage meter on this game. I can see where there could be some, but I feel like Jenny's going to have the high rage meter on this.
Hey.
She's the highest rager of all, because I'm with her.
And she's high.
Yeah, that's true.
On that legal devil's lettuce.
Well, I'm just saying that her rage meter might be a little more because she may have been partaking in activities of the marijuana.
Everyone should be if you're playing this game.
Yeah,
I don't care what
honestly.
your devil is.
Yeah.
Do it and play this game. It's fun. Have a couple brewskis. Have a couple shots. I'm not condoning like crazy
Smoke some
shit
meth.
here.
No, I'm kidding.
No, don't smoke
I'm
meth.
kidding. I was kidding.
Do cocaine and sniff paint.
Yeah, do cocaine off your cousin's balls.
Your cousin Miso.
What?
Your cousin Miso.
Oh, I thought you said my cousin Uso.
No, your cousin Miso.
Goobs, you want to go first, and we'll let her go last because I just feel like she might have a little more to come.
I'm giving this game a 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Explain.
There's nothing really to explain. This game is calming. I really quite enjoyed the playthrough of this. It's like meditation for me. You go through, you're pushing your ball around a town, a kitchen, all over the place. Your ball's around the world. You just keep on going, man. It's just like the circle of life. It never stops, just like this game. Just keep on going. You're just making new prospects, making new worlds, new opportunities. It's very fulfilling, the spiritual outlook of this game. I am one with the prince.
You just had like a spiritual awakening because of this game.
Oh, I'm fucking woken, dude. Just don't look downwards. But, dude, it's so much fun. There's nothing to get really too angry about. Yeah, I'm sticking with my 3.
Well, I'll go next because I'm real curious what she's going to give it. I'm going to give it a 2. And I'm only giving it a 2 because you can get stuck on things, and that can be frustrating. But for the most part, or if you get too big and you're inside of a house, it's hard to get out of the house or, out of the building.
Tell me about it.
But yeah, I think this is a really relaxed playthrough. I'd even compare this to our Pokemon Snap review a long time ago, how we were like, man, this is just a really relaxing game. Like, you can't beat that. The music's great. It's just, I didn't rage too much on it. I didn't stress. I always was like, had 2 or 3 minutes left on each level of the timer. So like, instead of exiting or whatever, like I just would keep rolling the ball bigger and bigger. So I didn't stress out on this game at all, or this playthrough. It was a really nice, relaxing time.
It's like walking through a park with an old friend.
Yeah, with a ball that they're rolling around and sucking up stuff. Jenny, what do you got on this?
I don't know why you think I'm gonna be so mean to it.
I don't think you're gonna be mean.
But honestly, I'm gonna go with Goobs, and I'm gonna say a 3. Because even though, like very clearly stated, I didn't make the moon, I really don't care. I'm kind of happy when I don't do it because I have an excuse to play 25 more minutes of
But you
Katamari.
hate when he yells at you.
I don't like when he yells at me and I yell back at him, but I enjoy
That's
yelling
rage.
back at him. But it's
That's
very
rage.
little rage. Like, I don't know.
I
This
think-
game doesn't really piss me off. I like to talk smack to the king, but other than that, I don't know. I enjoy it, so
Okay,
I go
well,
3.
that's not bad. I mean, obviously, it's a really easy, lighthearted game to
Like
play.
the only
so.
the only thing that really pisses me off.
I've seen you
is when
yell
you're-
multiple times when you get hit by cats and
Yes,
dogs.
I was just going to say, the one thing that does fucking piss me off is, like, shit running into shit that is bigger than you, and it's, like, the cats, the dogs, the fucking cars, like, that shit pisses me
When
off.
you lost
but-
your present, you got really
Well,
mad.
fine then, 4. Are you happy? Like, I want to stay with 3. I'm just changing it to shut you the fuck up, because this is the problem.
She's
This
raging
game-
more now.
And this
She's
is
raging
why.
way more.
This game does not piss
Let the
me
rage
off.
flow.
It's his fucking smart-ass bullshit comments that piss me off. Like, oh, Jenny, didn't you see that big pile of shit over there you could have picked up? Like, fuck you, Goobs. I don't care.
Backseat ball rider.
Yeah, piece of fucking something over here.
Oh,
so
shut up,
he
Jenny.
is what gives me the rage, not the game.
So how's your marriage?
My marriage is
You're
my
great.
marriage rage meter lives at a permanent 9.5 on the regular.
We're not that bad.
Or so you thought.
This show's waking.
I'm usually
awakening
pretty
a lot
angry
of things.
with you. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding. 9.
Okay, let's
No
calm down,
cuddles
though.
tonight. You're not keeping warm.
I'm taking your warmth. I'll fucking steal it.
Jenny, let's calm down. We're gonna
Jenny's
play
too
some
calm.
different music that's not rage-inducing like that was.
I wasn't rage-induced until she started fucking talking.
You started talking and induced the rage. I was happy with my 3, but no, you gotta put your
This is the last time
comments
Jenny's
in there.
ever on the show.
Oh, that's not nice.
Oh, she has got the sad look.
Oh, you better take that back.
I'm just joking.
Make me cry.
You're not crying.
Yes, I am.
You're faking it.
Look at my eyes.
You're
See
making
those
people-
water? Look at the water.
People think I'm a dick.
You are
Why?
a dick. Know the truth, people.
Okay, let's rate this game on a 1 to 10 scale. 1 being it's a poor game, 10 being it's freaking amazing. So 1 to 10.
Would
what
it
are you
be
guys
Amaze
giving this
Balls?
Yeah,
game? Amaze balls.
it would be.
Jenny, you go first.
I will give it an 8.5. That's mine.
All right.
Because
explain yourself.
Okay, well, the game is really, really great, but there are the things that I wish there was more of. Is I wish there was more different levels. I don't know. Like the good thing is all the things that I wish there was were corrected by the second game. So I mean,
Right.
you can kind of, you can play the second game. But for what it is, it's amazing. It's tons of fun. It's easy to pick up and play. It's something different. Like I said before, that at that time it was something completely different. It's fun, cute, and adorable, and it has great music, so I'm in. And it's Japanese, so you've got me there. Not gonna lie. So I'll go 8.5, because I like it. Yay! 8.5 princes out of 10.
8.5 rolling balls.
8.5 meters of a Katamari.
There you go.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So Goobs, what are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it 8 meters
8.
or inches.
Whichever.
Always go back to playing this game. When we first got together, we rolled balls together all the time and joints
The
and
couple
enjoyed
that
playing
rolls
this
together stays together.
game. Yeah, it's like fucking 16 years this year. That's fucking crazy.
Too long. Kidding. Not long enough, darling.
It's a lot of balls and joints and ball gags.
That is.
What stays in secret levels?
Stop! Fuck! You've pissed me off. You've made me cry. You told all my dirty secrets. I've had enough of this shit. Fuck, man.
Jenny cries very easily, by the way.
I do.
I'm not that much of a dick.
He is. But I do.
Yeah, no,
Anyways,
this
back to
game
your
is like, it's so quirky. How, like, everything you can pick up, the little sound effects of everything you grab as well. It's absolutely amazing. The music is stellar. Puts you in that zone mode that you need to be in when you're playing video games. We just want to zen out, just zone in right on something. You're having a bad day? Throw on Katamari. It will fucking cheer you up. You roll around picking up all sorts of kind of crap. Then you never know what you're going to grab. But you're going to grab something, that's the strings of your heart, because this game has you connected to it.
I'll throw in too real quick before you go that I also love this game as a spectator. Like when I'm just sitting there watching him play, because like you're saying before with the little thing at the bottom that shows everything you pick up, like it's so fun just to sit there like stoned and just watch, like, oh, you just picked up a
Or
tin
if you're
can.
watching you
or,
play,
like...
you just get frustrated.
You're gonna
Anyways.
get punched in the head. Well, guys, I'm going to give this game an 8.5. I love this game. I think this is a really unique game. I don't think there's many games like this one. I actually played this one on the PS2. Like I said earlier, it's exactly like the Switch version, or the Switch version is exactly like the PS2, I should say. But I wanted to see how it felt on the PS2. I like the PS2 controller. It's not that big of a deal. It still holds up today. I would say play it on the Switch just because you have it portable and you get a little bit more screen. It's a goofy, fun game.
I think you can use tilt controls with it too if you have them separate.
Oh, yeah,
that's
I didn't
neat.
try
Yeah.
that.
If you don't have them on like the...
Connected to the controller thing?
Yes. I think you can just use them like tilt forward and backwards and stuff like that.
Oh, weird.
Interesting.
I think that's what it shows you when you start the game.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, it's a really fun game. It's not supposed to be a stressful game. It's just a good time. It's good music. There's so much goofy stuff happening. Like Goobs was talking about the sumo wrestlers that are like one's holding one by the feet and spinning them around, and there's superheroes flying at you in some of the
There's
levels.
also a superhero having sex with Godzilla.
Like stacks of people, or like,
Yeah,
you
there's
know, it's
stacks
just
of a whole
tons
bunch
fun.
of there's this random crap
It's like,
everywhere.
remember those pandas standing on top of each other
Yes.
or something, and like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
just ridiculously great.
There's something goofy in every level, so you're just gonna have a good time when you play this game. And I think an 8.5. I would almost want to give it a little bit higher, but I think they improved on some of the things. In the
I will
later
jump up
games.
to your guys'
that
level.
was my thing. Was I wanted to give it
I'm
a
going
9,
to an
but
8.5.
there were things that were really missing for me.
I'll be the
Yeah.
same as you guys.
You want to
You're
join
giving
our
it
cool club of 8.5?
I want to be with the common people.
I want to
rate what common people rate.
So, since you've moved your score up to an 8.5, Goobs, that means we are giving this an average of 8.5.
Huzzah! Then we're shunned by our fathers.
Finish him.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we're going to roll everything up.
Mm. I like
was
it.
good.
And we're going to tell you about our other projects. If you two would tell me about some trains or something.
You want me to do it, Jenny?
Yes, please.
Well, you can check out my wonderful wife, Jenny
That's me.
Bean, myself, and our best friend, Ripkin. We jump on a train every single week and run it straight off the tracks. We pick a topic and derail the motherfucking ever-living shit out of it, because we are the Derailers. Follow us on Twitter, at the Derailers. You can follow me, at GoobsWN. She's the one who runs the Derailers thing. You can follow Ripkin at RipkinWN. He's not here right now, but you can follow him too, because he's a good guy. You can check out Derailed Wrestling on YouTube. We take a whole bunch of characters, me and Ripkin, and fucking just throw them in the ring. Smash everything up and see what happens. Lots of great action, lots of great suspense, and commentary that is decent at best. Go check out Derailed Wrestling. What about you, Toby? What do you got up your sleeve?
Well, first off, you can follow me, my personal Twitter, at Toby Von Doom. And then you can also check out my other podcast, the Secret Transmission Podcast, where we take a satire look at all things conspiracy, spooky, UFOs, paranormal, cryptozoology, serial killers, and we just kind of discuss it. It's a good time. You can find us on all the major podcasting platforms. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Secret Transpod. But, Goobs, I need to tell you actually about a project. It's not my project or our project, but it's a really cool project that's just now starting. It's called Steel Town Gaming.
Oh,
You can
shit.
Go to steeltowngaming.com. It's a mockumentary, and it's about these two guys that are starting a gaming channel, and it's like a documentary style show.
Like FUBAR or Trailer Park Boys.
Yes, and it's really, really funny, and they're not too far away from you guys.
No,
right?
Yeah,
never,
it's kind of
man.
exciting. They're pretty close to where we live, so it's neat. Makes me happy.
Who knows? Maybe Goobs one day will show up there.
You can find them on all social media, Twitter and Facebook and stuff at Steel Town Gaming. So go check them out.
Watch The Quest.
But now we need to talk about us, Goobs. Where can you find us?
You can find us on Twitter at Secret Levels Pod.
And we're also on Instagram at that same handle. We have a Facebook page, and we have a Facebook group called Secret Levels Group. Come join in on the chit-chatness. Or you can join our Discord. We have a link in the show notes, so you can come join us.
Jump on in, the water's fine.
Yeah, the Burger Talk's good, too.
Oh, Burger Talk is hot, man. We talk about a whole bunch of burgers.
Yeah, come join us for all your Burger Talk needs.
Yeah, tons of good friends in there. We talk about some good burgers. Welcome to Good Burger. How may I help you?
But Goobs, if you wanted to support us, how the hell could you do that?
Well, you can go get wonderful t-shirts from www.tpublic.com/user/secret-levels. Get one of those amazing t-shirts designed by Toby himself and put it on your wonderful chest, or your baby's chest, or your husband's chest, or your dog's chest, or your wife's chest. Whole bunch of chests you can put it on. If you have a treasure chest, put it on that too. Because there's all sorts of chests in the world.
They're chest-rific.
We see a thumbs up by Jenny, like, they're chest-rific.
Oh, hi there, little prince. Yeah, looks like you've rolled a nice, big ball of Katamari, but if it was me, I would have made a much bigger star out of this.
Dad,
I just want to go
Dad, I
home.
worked very hard on this.
Do you hear
I've
that?
been rolling for 25 minutes now.
Can you hear me? Help! Why am I stuck in here?
Prince, what is that noise?
It's just a human that rolled into the ball, no big issue.
Let me go.
I've never really thought about this, but should we be rolling up the people?
Well, you told me to roll up everything around, right? So I didn't stop. I just rolled up everything. Cats, dogs, animals,
Oh, whoa.
people.
Help me!
What?
Please, let me
kind
go
of-
home.
I got
Ma'am,
giraffes
please
in
settle
there,
down.
elephants.
I'm not real sure my son understands. You're supposed to roll up things. I send you to Earth to roll up things.
Well, these are things, right? I don't know what they are. They're just
Help!
things to
I'm
me.
allergic to cats. There's a cat in here with me.
There's actually a cat stuck right next to your head,
Shoot!
and a giraffe right under your butt.
Okay,
really wanna
son.
go home now.
I need you to go back and start over. You're just not doing a good job. You never do a good job. You're a terrible son. You're terrible at rolling
I
Katamari.
just see you do a better job, Dad.
I know I
You
could.
say you're the king of the cosmos. All you do is float around all day. Well, you're the fucker that fucked all this up in the first place, Dad.
Please help me.
You blew up the stars, the moon, you blew up everything. All the signs of the fucking cosmos, you blew everything up, Dad.
I know, but I just need you to do this thing. Just take that back to Earth and roll a new one. Just start over, do it again.
You call me Prince. You call me Prince for a reason.
Yeah.
And, you know what? I'm gonna take over the life of Prince. Cause tonight we're gonna party like it's Katamari. Game over, folks.